this week I'm going to talk about only one book because it's the book that is consuming all of my thoughts. And if you're interested in what else I've read this week or just what I've read recently, you can check out my Instagram or Goodreads pages, which are linked below. But today, I really want to talk about City of Brass. It's by SA Chakraborty and it's an incredible book. It is a fantasy book. It's got also historical fiction kind of elements to it, and it's possibly one of the best books I read this year. The story, it is told from two points of view. One is Nari. She is a con woman living on the streets of 18th century Cairo, a really cool setting. And she, in addition to being a con woman, she also has a talent with healing. She can magically sense what ails people, though she personally strongly disbelieves in magic. Then one day when she's performing another con, she accidentally summons a magical creature. He is a tall, dark, and handsome sort. He's a Jinn warrior named Dara, and he has a dark past. He's very mysterious. He's also arrogant, just a pain in the ass, but he's got a lot of depths, like the other characters in this book. So Nari summons Dara, and then she has kind of announced her magical presence very loudly, and there are forces who want to do her harm. So Dara saves her, and he does so by taking her to the legendary City of Brass. The City of Brass is this gorgeous place that's the home to many Jinn tribes, and it's also the home to our other point of view. So we also get the story told from Ali, and Ali is a young Jinn prince. His brother is going to inherit. His brother was the one who was raised in the palace, whereas Ali, he was raised in the citadel, which is where they train their warriors. And Ali is selfless, though also self-righteous. And an important facet of his character is that he's sympathetic to the most oppressed group in the city, which are the mixed bloods, who are part Jinn, part human. And he runs into a lot of conflicts really early on, particularly with between his sympathy for those that are mixed race, but also his loyalty to his family and to the city's other needs and to the other kind of factions and tribes, and also that there are extremists in the mixed race group that want to kind of petition for a better life, and there's a lot going on around that. There's a lot of conflict in general in this book. There is character versus character conflict. There is conflict between Nari and Dara. There is between Ali and his brother. There is even between Nari and Ali, and there's all sorts of combinations. And there's even conflict faction versus faction. And there's a lot going on, and it is pretty fast-paced. This book, particularly in the beginning and the end, the ending is wonderful, and it's so complex and just you'll have to get there. Anyway, compelling depths to this book. The characters, as I briefly mentioned, are so well developed. The layers, the just complete lack of black and white. There's so much gray area in all these characters. I don't even know how I feel about most of these characters because there's just a lot of questions, and I really, really need the next book. This is a planned trilogy. This City of Brass is the first one, and I want to know which characters have reasonable motivations. I don't know yet. It is so fascinating. Overall, this book has rich world building, a gorgeous, gorgeous setting, amazingly complex, deep characters that I just adore, exploring all of their weird layers. It is so very good, and I just hope you enjoyed hearing me rave about City of Brass because it's really, really great. But I think that should be just a wrap on this video, so until next time, I love these.